Hello there. Today I'd like to share an idea with you, which if you ever give presentations, you're going to take away and use. I came across this almost by mistake and then had it verified by an expert in the field of persuasion. Hello there, my name is Peter Thomson. I'm the UK's most prolific information product creator. And over the last maybe 30 years now, since I sold my business and semi-retired, I've been helping coaches, consultants, speakers, trainers, business owners, directors, managers to be more successful and create for themselves either a business and definitely a life of choice, where they have freedom from anything that may have held them back and freedom to be, do and have whatever they set their heart and minds upon. This idea goes back to the time when I did my first ever seminar. As I mentioned, I'd sold the business. The company I'd sold out to, a main board public company, unfortunately, its shares fell out the sky, cost me a lot of money. And so I was sitting down wondering what to do with my life. And I asked myself a question, which was this: Peter, what do you love to do? And I love to stand and speak and share my ideas. It's just one of the things that is part of me. And so I was talking to a friend of mine who ran a design business. And he said to me, Peter, there's a printing company I know with quite a number of salespeople who would be very interested in learning the ideas that you've picked up by being in business all these years. And so he introduced me and had a conversation with them. We agreed that I was going to go and teach their salespeople. One of the things I considered was, how was I going to start? It was a 2-day course, but what was I going to say in those first few seconds that would make a difference? And I sat down and thought about it, started to make some notes and think about various other seminars that I'd been to and presenters that I'd seen, and wondered about the mistakes they made. And I came across one idea in my mind, which was this. I felt that one of the biggest mistakes that a number of presenters I'd seen had made, despite the brilliance of their content, was the style. And the style was, I know it all. And this style didn't sit very comfortably with me, and certainly wasn't who I am naturally. And so I came up with an opening, which was this. And it was, hello there, my name is Peter Thomson. I'm delighted to be with you today and have this opportunity to share with you some tried and tested and proven ideas on how we can sell more, how we can engage more customers and make more sales, more profits, and of course, more personal income. But before we get started, there's one thing that I need to tell you, and it's this: I don't have all the answers. And it was that line that I came out with that I'd thought about and created and prepared, because I felt it was a very, very honest approach. Can you qualify the word honest? I don't think you can. So I thought it was an honest approach. I've used it ever since. I've probably used that idea now for 30 years, and I've had many people speak to me about this, some of whom have been sent on a training course that I was running. I don't do those sort of training courses anymore particularly, but they've spoken to me and said that what they found was that it was very disarming. It made them feel relaxed. It wasn't as if I was coming over as though I know it all, which again isn't my style. So later on in life, I read the book Influence, Science and Practice by Professor Robert Cialdini. And very fortunately, I got to meet him and interview him for my monthly audio program, which at that stage was called The Achiever's Edge and now is called The Achiever's Club. And I interviewed him about what was then called his 6 weapons of influence and the 2 other minor ones that were quoted at the start of his book. A lovely guy to meet and great ideas. And his latest book, as I'm recording this now, Persuasion, is equally brilliant. And not just in the main 6 weapons of influence, it was then called, but 2 of the minor ones. One of them was this: admit a failing. Not necessarily a failure, but admit a failing. And it was that very idea that I'd found by thinking about how I wanted to be different, but still authentic. And it was, I was admitting a failing by simply saying, I don't have all the answers. This has been so powerful at the start of so many presentations, so many videos, so much stuff and presenting and standing and presenting that I've done over the years that I keep it in. Occasionally people have questioned me about it and said, but surely if you're positioning yourself as the expert, the last thing you want to say is you don't have all the answers. Maybe they're missing the emphasis on the word all. I don't have all the answers. I have some great questions. And of course, I do have some answers from my now nearly, 40 plus years in business that I share with people and often refer to them as tried and tested as proven. So my suggestion to you is this. With any opening that you have to any presentation, any speech, any video, any book, any time that you share your knowledge, experience, and expertise, is there a way that you can position yourself very strongly, but also be as charming and disarming as you can possibly be by maybe not just saying the same words, I haven't got all the answers, but by some way indicating what you can't do before you tell people what you can do. I found that works brilliantly, telling people what you can't do before you tell them what you can't do, or in other words, admitting a failing. I'm sure you can take this idea away and use it. After all, I've been using it for 30 years and it certainly worked for me. And I have, of course, continued to wish you funny noises. And oh yes, it's just reminding me I've got to do some exercises. So I continue to wish you every success in all your adventures in life, as you have freedom from anything that may have held you back, and freedom to be, do and have whatever you set your heart and mind upon. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'll see you there. Goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Then click to watch the next video. Remember to visit our website at peterthomson.com and download your free copy of my latest book, How to Write Your Business Book in 5 days or less. Until next time, every success.